Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Straight Fire Picks. Best bets for NBA on Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. We got NBA player props and spreads for you here today. My name is Steve and we're going to have 5 picks that I think are great value bets for the Wednesday NBA slate. We're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to get work done today, guys. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're trying to reach 1,250 subscribers here by the end of the week. We're at just about 1,200 right now. So hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help us out. Appreciate you all. If you're a returning viewer, please also consider hitting that like button as well. It really does help us out. Be sure to also put your favorite pick down below in the comment section for today. If you'd like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, now results from the previous episode. So for our comment cappers, we had got to get the bag once again, throwing some heat in the chat, calling the Memphis Grizzlies plus 6.5 spread there. They covered easily versus the Nets. They actually won outright by 10 plus. So great call out there from Got to Get the Bag. As far as our stream results, we went 1-3. We were able to cash easily again on Seth Curry's assist line. We missed on, we had some tough misses here. We missed on James Harden over 10.5 assists. He finished with 8 and played 8 less minutes than he normally would because of the blowout. Nets found themselves down by 30. You won't typically find that, but that had a lot to do with us losing that bet. I think he has a great shot to cash, obviously, if he plays in the fourth quarter, which he did not. So what can you do about that? Donovan Mitchell over 3.5 rebounds. He finished with 3. That was the one where I felt like we just missed that one. It really didn't feel like he was going to cash all game. And then we also missed on the Atlanta Hawks spread. There was a couple late ads there for the Blazers, from the COVID list. Players that were out that ended up playing. And Fernie Simons was the main piece there, and he went off against the Hawks. So honestly, going off the information I had, Simons wasn't slated to play. He ended up playing, and the Blazers ended up covering. I still thought the Hawks should have covered anyway, but they didn't. What can you do? We're going to get after it today, though, guys. We're going to get this 5-0. So let's get right into our picks. At number 1, we are going right back to Seth Curry, over 4.5 assists here for the Philadelphia 76ers at plus 116 odds. So I still love the value on this, guys. I told myself I'll play this line up to 4.5, and especially with plus value, I really love it. That's what we want to see. Curry has cashed his personal assist line in 8 straight. So he's obviously been very effective here lately passing the basketball. To this particular line, he's 9-5 in his last 14 games with 3 hooks. So that means in 3 of those games he finished with 4 assists. And he's really been, this Sixers team as a whole, honestly, has been passing the basketball much better, and it's actually great to see. They're playing great team basketball right now. Seth Curry averaged 5.2 assists per game in the month of December. He was absolutely killer as far as that goes. They've been operating a lot more with the basketball in his hands, creating more opportunities for his teammates, which we love to see that. And, last game he still cashed this line. He cashed a 3.5, but he also cashed the 4.5 line, and he got in foul trouble early. He went out in the first quarter. He went out 2 minutes into the first quarter with 2 fouls. So obviously I didn't love that, and he ended up playing 5-6 minutes less than he normally would because of early foul trouble. So the fact that he's still able to cash when, he gets kind of dealt a cruel hand there is really a good sign. I love seeing that, honestly. And Seth Curry in this spot is drawing the best possible matchup for himself. The Orlando Magic allow the most assists in the NBA to shooting guards, so we love seeing that. Magic are not a great defensive team overall. They're 25th in defensive efficiency. They allow the 4th most assists overall, so they have a lot of breakdowns on the defensive side. And like I said, Philly's been passing the ball as a whole much better as a team. They had 33 assists last game. So a lot of guys actually had 5+ assists. But Seth Curry in particular, I think, is set up here to have a great game. So love this for our number 1 pick. Seth Curry over 4.5 assists here for the 76ers at plus 116 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we are going with the Golden State Warriors -5 spread here versus the Dallas Mavericks at minus 110 odds. So Warriors coming into this game 9-6-1 on the road against the spread, taking on a Mavericks team that's 7-10 at home against the spread. So Mavericks, on the season, particularly earlier in the season, they were not very good at home. Recently, they've won a few games, which is why the spread's a little bit lower, I believe, because you'd expect it to be higher. But I just really love the Warriors to cover here, right? Warriors coming in here healthy with Draymond Green back on the floor. They got their starting five back, and I just expect them to win this game by a decent amount for sure. Dallas is nowhere near on the level of a Golden State. They just aren't as a team. Warriors are first in the NBA in defensive efficiency. The Mavericks are 10th. Warriors are 5th in offensive efficiency. Mavericks are 17th. So, big edges here for the Warriors overall, guys. Like I said, Draymond Green being back is big. Warriors on the road. Their last two games have beaten the Utah Jazz and the Phoenix Suns by 5+. And that's, one of those, they were definitely undermanned there versus the Suns. So, honestly, love seeing that. It's Warriors team. We know how good they are, right? We're going to be getting Klay Thompson back on Sunday. That's going to be exciting for this team as well. But they're still a great basketball team without him. Very good. They're the best team right now in the NBA, and pretty much everybody knows that. So, love them in the spot here with a low spread, guys. Take it there for your number 2 pick. Golden State Warriors, -5 spread here versus the Dallas Mavericks at -110 odds. Okay, and at number 3, we are going with Saddiq Bey. Over 28.5 points and rebounds here for the Detroit Pistons at -111 odds. So great matchup here for Saddiq. The Charlotte Hornets allow the most points and the most rebounds in the NBA to power forwards. So we love seeing that. And Saddiq is very hot to this line here lately. He's 7-2 in his last 9 games to this line. And even with Cunningham coming back, he still had 34 points last game. Absolutely monster performance there against Milwaukee, leading the Pistons to win. So he's really been playing well here lately. Hard to believe because I was betting Saddiq Bey's unders earlier on in the season and cashing with ease. And right after we bet his under, he cashed his under. He had 4 points against the Brooklyn Nets. Ever since that point, he's 7-2 to this line. He's been playing excellent basketball ever since then. So I'm willing to jump on the Saddiq Bey train here, guys. Take this free money. He's been cashing this line with ease. It works out that they're playing on the road a little bit better too. Bey is averaging 1.2 more rebounds, 0.3 more points on the road, so a slight edge there as well. This game down in Charlotte. And his last 3, ready? 41, 38, 42. So he's clearing this by about 10+. So you can feel good about that. And it's the best matchup that you could hope for. That's obviously what we want. Hornets are 28th overall in the NBA in defensive efficiency. So I think Bey will definitely be able to have a solid game here. Hornets overall allow the most points in the NBA at 116.7 per game, and the most rebounds at 57 per game, which is impressive. So a lot of opportunity here for Bey to cash this. Should be a high-scoring game overall, and I'm expecting Bey here to cash this line easy. So take it there for your number 3 pick, Saddiq Bey, over 28.5 points plus rebounds at -111 odds. Okay, and at number 4, we are going with the over 218.5 points in the Nets-Pacers game at -110 odds. So the Brooklyn Nets on the road average 113.1 points per game on the road. The Pacers average 111 points per game at home, so we love seeing that. That's about 224 if you total that together. Now on the road, the Nets allow 106.6 points per game. The Pacers allow 107.3 points per game. So actually, if you average all that out, that gets you to around 218. So why do I love the over so much? Well, historically, between these two teams in Indiana, the over hits quite a bit. Between the Nets and Pacers, 6 out of 8 in the last 8 games have gone over this total in Indiana, and rather convincingly. Hasn't even really been close. 243, 239, 244, 242, 271, 230. That's clearing by about 20 each time. So that's what I want. I want to bet that'll clear easily, and I feel like it definitely could here. And we're getting Kyrie Irving back for this game, which should help the Nets offensively a little bit and should hurt them defensively because Kyrie is not a great defender. So that's really what I'm looking for in this game. I'm expecting, the pace obviously to be pretty high, particularly on the Nets side here. The Nets are 5th in the NBA in pace. Indiana is 24th. So Nets should look to get up and down the floor here for sure. On the season, the Nets are 15th in offensive efficiency. The Pacers are 16th. Defensively, Nets are 6th in defensive efficiency. Pacers are 21st. So, honestly, love all those factors. I think, like I said, I just think it's going to be a really high-scoring game in Indiana. And really love the overlook there. So, take it there for your number 4 pick. Over 218.5 points in the Nets-Pacers game at -110 odds. Okay, and finally at number 5, we are going with Tyrese Halliburton, over 8.5 assists here for the Sacramento Kings at -115 odds. So Halliburton has been really good to his assist line lately, guys. He has cashed this in 10 of his last 11 games. We love seeing that, obviously. And he's drawing a terrific matchup here with the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks allow the 3rd most assists to point guards. So obviously we'd love to see that. Trae Young could do a lot of special things on the basketball floor for the Hawks. Playing defense is not one of them. A lot of breakdowns defensively here for the Hawks. Just overall, Hawks are not a good defensive team this season. They're 27th in the NBA in defensive efficiency, so I love seeing that. And Trae Young is honestly one of the main reasons. You know, he could put up 56 and 14 like he did the other night, but if Trae Young was playing against Trae Young, that Trae Young would also put up 56 and 14 because he does not play good defense. So obviously love seeing that. And for Halliburton, he actually averages 1.5 more assists per game at home as well. So getting Halliburton at home here on his assist line is a great look in itself. And like I said, the matchup, you can't ask for anything better really here in this matchup. So I love it there, guys. For our number 5 pick, Tyrese Halliburton, over 8.5 assists here for the Kings at -115 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. You guys are the absolute best. I appreciate you all. I really do. Check out our Discord as well. It's a great place to connect with our community. We'll have a link in the comment section and in the description of that where you can check that out. Like I said, it's a great idea to get new ideas for bets. There's a lot of great minds in our Discord. I always like to pump them up because they do a lot for our community. So I do appreciate everyone that posts in there. And I appreciate everyone on this community. I really do. You guys really have made this a special community for the people that are here and for me as well. It really is awesome. It's been a fun journey. So appreciate you all. Hope you guys cash out today. I'll be rooting for you. Let me know what you're playing down below in the comments. Let's cash out today. Let's get this 5-0, and let's have a great day. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. Peace out.